this was just it was a different Boone team than we saw in December, and it was a different Gay City team than what played them in December.
Looked like a team that was playing the second night of a back-and-back against the conference game on homecoming night.
Well, then you got to look at the fact too, though, that Boone played a game last night also. I don't want to make excuses. Tonight, Boone
Ken
is
Russell's
better.
Barbershop wants to wish the Gate City Blue Devils the best for a great season and wants to thank all the Blue Devil fans, alumni, and students for their patronage over the last 30 years. And to look your best at the next Blue Devil sporting event, stop by and see Ken and Joey on your way to the game. They are located on Lynn Garden Drive in Kingsport next to Collins Auto Center. Proud supporters of local athletics for almost 4 decades, Ken and Joey Russell say, "Go Big Blue!"
When it comes to health, it's personal. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine? Premier Pharmacy on Jack White Drive in Kingsport, where our solutions aren't cookie cutter. Each treatment is as unique as you are. With 25 years of creating personalized medicine, Premier Pharmacy puts you first. At Premier Pharmacy, you're a name, not a refill. Premier Pharmacy, Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
Give me time, I'll have a 55-yard line in this before it's over.
We all make mistakes, but there you go. I mean, no. Well, if they're listening, I'm sorry, but people know that. I mean, and we're back here. About 9 minutes left before we get ready. The Lady Blue Devils, again, like I said, that just can't get over that ball game. But again, it is what it is. So let's turn the page. We've got Gate City and Daniel Boone. Gate City comes in here with a 13-2 record. Again, 7-0 in conference play. You take a look at Daniel Boone at 8-9, 3-4. Of course, they came in off that big win last night against Davy Crockett. So let's talk about a few keys to the game tonight. I think the first thing is, again, this is kind of a broken record, but Coach Vermillion really expanded on this last night at Lehigh. They've got to continue to get scoring from others, but they've got to develop that. Coach Vermillion said that they're still trying to find the right combinations to develop their offensive threats to take pressure off of Irvin and Dean. Last night, again, only for the second time this year, Gate City had somebody score in double digits. Again, a third scorer outside of Dean and Irvin. They need some scoring punch. Again, with this matchup, if you remember, Daniel Boone led 29-26 at halftime. Again, then the Blue Devils were held to the lowest shooting percentage of the season.
Well, some of that could be attributed maybe to your dreaded halftime game you're talking about. I think the team is getting there towards getting those consistent third and fourth scores. I've seen a lot of improvement really since 1st of December in 3, 4, and 5 players.
So again, but he's got to continue that. They can't go through big lags and, like we did against Daniel Boone that first time, because again, there was nobody else scoring, and we really struggled. And like I said, it was down by 3 at halftime. First time we was behind at halftime all season, as the microphones are going crazy a little bit. The second thing is, Gate City's got to be prepared physically and mentally to play Daniel Boone. Again, This is a non-district game. It's the second night of a back-and-back with homecoming activities against a team that plays you well consistently. Gate City's got to overcome that. Daniel Boone comes in playing their better basketball this season. Again, they had that huge win last night over David Crockett. Gate City's got to match the intensity if they're going to come out of here with a win.
Well, when you look at their the head-to-heads, Boone is actually split with Sullivan East, and Gate City took care of East pretty easily. And Boone has lost to Science Hill and to Dobbins Bennett, but we won't talk about that game. And of course, as you alluded to earlier, Gate City won the previous meeting, but to go back to the last game, Gate City girls won the previous meeting also. Let's hope Gate City uses this tonight as a tune-up for Tuesday's game.
Again, your favorite team, Y Central, comes to town on Tuesday. So, again, like I said,
yeah, they really rubbed me the wrong way when we went up there.
Gate City, in terms of their schedule, the way it folds out, the boys have one non-district game left. That's next Saturday night in Cleveland, Tennessee. But again, they will be playing the next five of the next 6 are their district to wrap up the regular season. So, again, this is their last sort of, as you said, tune-up, getting ready for that. So, I think the next thing Gate City's got to do, the guards have to create pressure and not allow Daniel Boone to drive it in the paint. Gate City's allowed opposing guards to get in the paint a lot this year. They've got to make a concerted effort to keep them a perimeter-based team. Boone doesn't shoot the ball extremely well from outside. They're more of a team that likes to ground and pound inside. They've got to be able to match that and not let them get off in terms of scoring.
Well, I'm going to look to John Compton tonight. If he can come out and play some really good defense, he's capable of scoring some points.
Yep.
And, of course, Luke Reed, if he can check in and play his normal kind of defense, that's going to help Gate City. I'm going to be optimistic and say I would really like for Gate City's starters to get some rest tonight, let the bench get some quality time, but that's going to involve coming out and playing a set offense and not getting caught in the street ball mentality, which is what Gate City did the first time they played in the first half.
In talking to some of the members of the families that came here a little bit earlier with Daniel Boone, they said they've really gotten into a lot of isolation. Again, they've struggled from outside, but they try to go one-on-one inside a lot. Try to play back to the basket and try to get those and get teams in foul trouble. Be interesting to see if they go after Dean and Irvin to try to get them in trouble. I think the next thing is, again, that leads into Gate City's interior continuing to improve. Even though you don't see a lot of scoring from the Blue Devils front court, they continue to improve. David George and John Sally have started to develop good movement without the ball. They pass the ball well as their interior defense. Drew Vermillion, he's getting meaningful minutes. He draws a couple fouls each game, a couple charges. Then again, as you mentioned, Luke Reed, Matthew Ghost, and Andrew Hensley has been giving them a lift off the bench. The key for a tournament run, again, is to have that good bench whenever we need it. And I think it'll be a prime example tonight, taking on the Trailblazers.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that about George and Sally. Both of them, the last several games, I thought they have played incredibly well. And then I look at the scorebook, and the scorebook in no way reflects what they've been doing. They have played some really stout defense lately, and they've had I don't know how many assists in the last few games. So let's hope
For
they
exceptional
keep that.
Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on US Highway 23 in Weber City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Every family's goodbye is different. So at Carter Trent Funeral Home, we're dedicated to providing you an exceptional level of personalized service to ensure your arrangements will be as unique as your loved one. From cremations to burials to life celebrations and more, we have the trusted experience to provide options that truly meet your needs. So with any questions you may have, give us a call today at 423-390-8762. Again, Carter Trent Funeral Homes, proudly serving the Tri-Cities for almost 100 years with locations in Kingsport, Church Hill, and Scott County.
How disrespectful. They did a chant during the Food City. Yeah, let's ride a horse. Save a cowboy. As they're giving away a car.
I saw them in concert one time. They're pretty cool.
Again, we're back here getting ready for the matchup between Gate City and Daniel Boone. As we mentioned, Daniel Boone comes in here pretty hot. They played a decent Davy Crockett team last night. Beat them by 10 on the road, 76-66. Again, Daniel Boone comes in 8-9, 3-4 in conference play. Chad Hegler had 25 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals in that big win last night. Cade Norris, he had 12 points. He was great from the free throw line, 5 of 7. So we got a few seconds left here. Chris, your keys as we get into the ball game.
The bench. I've got a feeling that they're going to study the Dobyns-Bennett game plan and figured out how to put the pressure on Irvin and Dean. Somebody's going to have to step up.
As we get ready
How's
here.
that for finishing right at the buzzer?
As the buzzer. Just a reminder, folks, again, Spirit Night's coming up for our Gate City seniors. Again, a portion of the proceeds at Chick-fil-A on January 28th from 5 till 8 goes to our Gate City seniors. So, again, please remember that and go out to support them on that Monday, January 28th as we get ready for the starting lineups here. Rob, who you got starting tonight?
Yeah, real quick, starting for Daniel Boone. I was talking to Coach. He comes over, a good friend of mine. He comes over from Daniel Boone, or from, well, hang on just a minute. Before we do the announcing, Bradley Dean scored his 1,000th point against. I know he wanted to do that at home, but he did that on the road. But starting for Daniel Boone tonight is going to be Eric Purcell, number 10. Chad Hegler, number 12. Hilton, number 14, will also be starting. Golden will start. Marshall Golden will start in place, as they turn the lights down, in place of Adkins. And Saul will also be starting in the middle. And now the starting lineup for your defending state, Virginia basketball. The lights go down, the strobe lights come on, the cell phones come on. So starting at guard, number 1, Mr. 1,000-point scorer, Bradley Dean. Also at guard, 5'10" junior, number 10, John Thompson. At forward, a 6'5" junior, number 14, David Jordan. Also at guard, a 6'1" senior, Drew Vermillion. And positioned at guard at 6'5", a senior, number 23, Zach Urban. As you know, the head coach of the Gate City Blue Devils is Coach Scotty Vermillion. That's your lineups for tonight, Joe.
Yep, as we get ready, again, you're talking about the Dean right now has got 1,015 career points. Irvin only has him by over 1,000, 2,197 points as he takes aim at Mac McClung's all-time scoring record. Irvin has come in averaging 34 points a game. Dean at 23 as we're getting ready to jump the ball here. Gates City again, game 4 of the Super. Daniel Boone's